Hello. I guess I should have came on with the whole opening music, but what are you gonna do? Oh, this happens again, man. So my camera's gonna freeze up. Hopefully, you guys can still see me. Everything's going on. Maybe I can start this camera over again. I know you can hear me. Keep having these technical difficulties today. Had some difficulties getting my guys on today. So hopefully we can get them on. Get a nice picture of me in here right now. You're not seeing anything. What can we do here? Actually, there we go. Hi, how you doing, folks? Welcome back. I'm here. I'm waiting for my friends to join me. Right now, I'm having a lot of technical difficulties for some reason, and what would probably really help is if I turn my computer off and turn it back on. But unfortunately, I had started talking to you already, and so that was impossible. I did have Horatio, Michael, and everybody's coming on at the same time, same time, same time. Look at that.
Well,
We'll see how well that goes. I got a little empty. Oh! Looks like it's working. Oh no! Got a little Delaney back there.
I'm in a
And
funny
Michael, I
spot. I
did.
think you can hear me, but not see me.
Yes, that's true. And I think I can hear Horatio and not. Oh, there we go. There we go. That took a minute. Might take you another minute to get in there,
Okay,
Kevin.
good. Maybe they'll fill me in.
I hope so. I mean, your voice is good enough, though.
Let's hope so. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of technical difficulties myself this morning. I was just telling the audience, our audience of one.
That if I listen to it,
And Mr. Delaney, I sent you a link, right? You got that?
Oh, okay, great. Let me see. No, I didn't get anything. It might have come in on my phone.
Oh yes, on your phone. That's what it would do. That's where it would be. I'm gonna get these other guys out of here. We're having a lot of connection difficulties today, and I don't know why. I feel like
Well,
I'm
we always have
connected
a blow
to.
up.
Say it again.
There's always a blow up.
There's
Today it
always a blow
happened
up, yeah.
early.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I was having problems myself just with my own computer, and it probably would help me to turn it off and turn it back on. But unfortunately, we've started already, so I can't do that.
Oh, are you going? Are
I
you
am going.
live?
Yeah, I am live. Yes. See if I can get Kevin back in here.
Okay. Audio me.
Got his voice.
Yeah.
Okay. Audio me, just not video me. We'll just take it as it comes.
Hello, everybody.
fellas.
I'm back.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. Are we on?
Yes, we are. I got Horatio from Las Vegas. Me and
That's right.
in the North County, San Diego area. Mr. Delaney, you're in the New York.
I'm in New Rochelle, the home
up.
of Rob and Rob Petrie. And what was her name?
Laura.
Rob and Laura Petrie.
And Kevin Dorff in the black in
That's right.
Coming the hellhole.
Coming to you from my black. Coming to you from my black site in Hollywood.
Yeah. Mom wants to get on. Jerry, you got to send me that link.
It's on the. It's on your phone. I sent it on our.
It's on the chain.
Our chat.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Chat.
Maybe it's delayed.
I would show you
It's
guys
just not
video, but I'm in the middle of a really high stakes card game right now
No, you're okay, Dorf.
with some friends of mine. Well, new friends.
How does that
You
happen?
should.
I was
Go ahead.
talking to. Oh, you sent me the thing, the Horatio, the meme, the Sopranos, which I can't see it because I don't have Instagram, but
Of
I
course,
can only
right.
guess that it was something about the NBA.
Yeah. It was Christopher talking to.
Yeah.
It's Christopher talking to Tony on the phone, and he's like, "Hotel's got Billups." He's like, "What? What are you talking about?"
I was
You know,
talking to
Tony's
Mark
like,
Robbins yesterday. I was making that same joke because we were going like, how does it even work? Like, they're like, hey, Tone, I'm in Colorado.
it's such a bummer though. Like, I'm really bummed out because I know there's going to be more Soprano memes than there are going to be Wire memes, and I feel like that's just another example of how the Wire doesn't get enough love. And like,
Oh, I have
there's
no
lots of
wire in my feed.
there's lots of great Wire characters. There's lots of great Wire gangsters, and and the vernacular of the Wire is just as appropriate as the vernacular of the Sopranos. And I just know it's going to be all Sopranos jokes. But
Yeah, so
that's
Sopranos
okay.
#1.
That's okay. The Wire's used to it. This isn't their first rodeo.
I know.
They
I
know
Also,
it
know
is
this
a
is
good
that
show.
Dorf's
this is
favorite show is All in the Family. My favorite show is The Sopranos.
this is classic. Also, like they brought the five families, which I didn't even know still existed.
They talk
I
about it
know. I was like,
constantly. Right.
I thought Rudy got rid of these rats,
This is
these
hey,
scoundrels.
Jerry, could you resend that? It never came.
Everybody
That's
else
all
got it.
Delaney's been thinking about for the last 10 minutes.
yeah.
Well, my mom's sitting right here, and I'm
Why
laughing.
don't you
She
give her a?
doesn't know
Why
what
don't you?
I'm
Why
laughing.
don't you? Why don't you unplug the computer and then just you both? She can hear you.
Because then it's going to be terrible audio.
Maybe she should
I
get
can do
behind
that.
Yeah.
you and just laugh. Uh, no. Just check the emails. Just check your. I'm sorry. Check your texts.
Is that better?
No, I'm
Is
not.
that
Oh, I'm
better?
sorry. No. Your audio is perfect. I was saying so your mother could hear,
I
but
Yeah.
just
no,
texted. You want me
no.
to text it to you, or you want me to like? What do you want me to
You
do?
can
Text it
send
to
it.
you again.
I don't care how you
Text.
send it. Just I
It's
never
Okay.
gonna
got it
go to the
before.
group. It's gonna go to that group. Our group there.
All right.
I just did it. Did you get it?
Thank you.
You should see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Fling. Mom has to watch it. I understand for sure. She's our biggest fan.
Well, they're both in now. Everything's on a delay.
But yeah.
What happened with Rozier anyway? What did these guys shave points? What did they do?
There's a
Yeah,
lot.
basically.
There's a
Well,
lot going on.
well, he didn't really shave points. He was more of like he knew he was going to get taken out of the game, and so he told his friends, "Hey, you can bet the under on me." Because now there's all the prop bets where you can prop bet on just a player. You bet on
Individual
the under,
statistics.
which
Yeah.
you shouldn't be able to do. You shouldn't be able to bet on the under on a player who's on the bench or
Hey,
just like
hey,
some
hey,
scrub.
hey, take it easy.
But even like there's been examples of Rozier like just fucking playing like it's like the Three Stooges playing football. It's just he's just throwing he's passing the ball like way out. He's missing these threes by like 2 feet. And
And
and it's
this
just
is
like
heartbreaking for me.
because you can bet on how many points he's going to get, and the over was he's usually getting 25 points or something, and now he's like got three, he gets 6 points and he gets out and gets injured, so then that's
Yeah,
covered.
Yeah.
and I
It's
think a
just a
lot
fucking
for
mess,
guys
man.
like that, they're just like, well, this is a prop bet. It's not even like I'm not like making my game my team win or lose. I'm just like not going to get
Right.
25 points tonight, or
And
I'm going to tell my friends I'm getting taken out. Like the coach is mad at me. I'm hurt
the
or
guy he
whatever.
told, is according to the accusations made by the cops, the guy he told about I'm going to take myself out of the game, he put 200 grand down on that prop bet, so it returned quite a bit. Like 200
That's
grand outlay gets you something back. And
What?
just so we know that we're not just all joking about, a scandal. This is personal for
Yeah.
me. I used to watch him play and be like, and I'd watch him like pass to nobody and leave the game because his foot hurt. And it made me feel good about me because I was like, that's the kind of NBA player I would be. And I bought a poster. He
And
was like my guy. He was like, oh, I quit.
Rosier
My
makes
my
me
my leg
feel better
hurts.
about me.
Oh, I just passed to the referee. I'm like, I did that all the time.
the
He's
real
my
scumbag,
guy.
the real scumbag is Chauncey, your hero, leadership.
How did he get involved in that?
He set up these high stakes
Yeah, that
gambling
was. Yeah, that's the one
poker games.
with the families. That's the thing with the mob.
Yeah,
Like, how did he get? How
and
did he even get involved in that?
they literally Sanford and Son these guys and cheated them with like these red glasses. They had these tints in their glasses so they could literally see through the cards and see what cards they're playing.
Yeah.
So these fucking poker champions were showing up to these games and getting wiped out, and they're like, "Man, I don't know what's going on." And they'd go to another game, like a game in Vegas. Same thing would happen. And this guy, this video I saw was from 2 years ago, and he's like, "And I know that was, I know that was crooked.
Yeah.
They could
I
see the
saw
cards."
that.
And now there's like, it's an elaborate system where they're taking pictures from underneath.
Yeah.
There's like some kind of fucking scan or something. Man, that's
the shuffle
intense.
machine. The shuffle machine was like scanning
Shuffle machine.
Yep.
cards.
So
Yeah.
so that is like
X-rays.
Billups.
They had
Billups is
X-ray
just
tables going.
X-ray tables. And Chauncey's ripping off his NBA friends
Yeah.
for fucking
Or
millions.
any famous person that he probably knows, he's probably
Friends.
getting them in those games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible. What a fucking
And he
terrible. What a scumbag.
Well, I wonder if
And
he
he
knew.
didn't even rip
NBA
off the people I
guys.
wanted him to rip off. Like, I have a list of people I would like to see get hurt in this thing, and I don't know if I'm going to be satisfied.
If that was the case, that would be okay, I guess.
Right?
Just for insane psychopathy, okay.
Yeah.
But how do you fucking wake up and look at yourself? How do you just?
Well, he had to. I mean, the only way that you get involved in that is that if you have a debt, like if you're tied, if that's the mob, then you're tied in. You're doing it because you have to. But he's
That's
like
true. Yeah.
He's a Hall of Fame coach. Like, he doesn't need the money, so he's got to be like.
He's a degenerate gambler, probably.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah. Yeah. Davey Scatone.
Yeah.
So the Sopranos.
They're like-
the guy that had the sport
The poker
goods
game?
store? The guy who had the sporting
that
goods
guy.
store.
Yeah.
And when he showed up at the poker game owing another a gangster money. What the fuck you doing here? What are you talking about? I'm having fun. I'm just having a game. You bring me my money.
Yeah.
That guy was the best bad guy.
Well, that was one too. It was just like that because, like, the manager, what's his name? The famous manager was in. Bernie Brillstein is playing poker with him. In that scene. So Bernie
Can I bring up
Brillstein
another
and
feature?
And Mazursky gets it in the heart.
Can I bring up just another interesting feature of this week? It all started on such a high note because everybody was like, NBC is back, baby. What a launch. What a trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
I was like, the savviest network in the history of television scores again with an
the glory
unforgettable
days.
beginning to the season. And here it
Oh,
is.
why? Because of
back,
NBA on
back.
NBC?
Yeah.
Because they're making a big deal because NBA is on NBC again, like the glory days. But there's no 90s basketball anymore.
Well, that's another thing that was being written about earlier this week before the scandal story broke was like a slightly wistful tone to some of the writing was like, well, NBC's back and it was pretty good. We liked it. Of course, it's not like the 90s. And no one wants to say specifically or explicitly why it's, quote, not like the 90s anymore. They don't want to give a name. No, I mean it. Like, they don't want to give a name to it. The closest anyone came to was one ESPN article where they said the player empowerment era. I was like, oh, is that what we're calling this? Okay,
Well, he was
that sounds like
Jordan
a
was on
weird
the
Soviet.
he was on the
Yeah,
halftime for like 5 seconds.
yeah. But I mean, do you know what I'm saying? Like, there were people like talking about, oh wow, it's been a generation or more since the glory of the '90s, NBA, and it's like, well, of course the game's changed, and it's like that would be like the beginning of the sentence, but no specifics about whether it got any better or worse, just that it changed. I'm like,
Well,
it's
I
just a
mean,
bizarre thing because
there is talk about that. If you just
yeah,
watch a
yeah,
game from the night, watch a an NBA game, a regular Thursday night game from the '90s, and you will not be able to get through 5 minutes of it. Guarantee
no, but I have a perfectly
Well,
good memory. I know exactly what's different now. You know what I mean? It's just like, but no one wants to put a name to that.
Well, I mean, they
But it's like
do. They say
this.
that all the time. They don't beat the shit out of each other anymore, but
try, Kevin.
Mhm.
Try to put a name to it.
I can't. I don't have the talent to do it. But
I
it's
think
like,
the players are very concerned over injuries. The season is very long already. This is obviously not a natural act for the human body. So they're like protecting themselves and their images and their money. And so no one's really
yeah, but
trying. No one's really fucking
but they
anyone up.
also yeah, but they also
they
fight like the Real Housewives of Atlanta every day on social media, and that wasn't a feature of '90s basketball at all. And that's not
yeah.
about protecting your family or your career. That's just about fucking ego. This is one of those
Well,
things where the players ruined the league, not the owners. We know who fucked up the English Premier League. It was ownership. And this is one of those things where it's like I think the players have more to do with this than the goddamn owners. I think the players are
Well,
they're
listen,
just
there's
they're
a
not fun to be around.
very competitive nature to all these athletes. So, betting is one of those things, like one of their hobbies. And, but
Sure
to
is.
be But to be fixing shit, you got to be. They must be in trouble, like Jerry said. Like the guy who owned the sporting goods stores. we, we,
well,
we,
look. I
we
mean,
talk about
everybody.
we talk about the Sopranos like Christian shows talk about the Bible.
No, right? Like episode 5.
turn,
I mean, well, it's
turn
all
to
sports, and
season
knowing that,
2.
like, how prominent sports betting, how easy it is to bet now, that
Right.
this kind of stuff was going to happen, in the culture of betting, because it used to be like just like any player getting anywhere near gambling, it's like you're going to get in trouble, and it's not like that now. There's
I
commercials
agree.
during the games, so that's going to be a problem. I mean, you had to know that was going to be a problem at some point.
We did. We knew it was
Yeah,
going to
they
be a
really
problem.
okayed the gambling
Every
thing.
normal person thought if you like sports and you understand gambling, and that's pretty much all of us, we're like, this is too proximal. This is a bad idea.
Well, I think it's also been so long since Pete Rose. It's been so long since that kind of shit. Like these players the shit that they did was really stupid. I mean, really
Hmm?
dumb. You can't go tell somebody to go put a prop bet on for $200,000. You're gonna get caught. They know that. They know like why are all these people betting, on Terry Rozier
Right?
as under this week?
Yeah.
They're not gonna get taken advantage of. Fucking, they're not gonna let you do
And
Yeah.
that.
Five people are going crazy, and I'm sure maybe when they set it up, they're like, "All right, everybody, keep it at a low number. Don't go crazy." Everybody's
I
like,
know. It's like,
"I'm gonna bet fucking $100,000 on
$100,000.
this."
No,
yeah, they gun
just
it.
keep
Wait
it
a minute.
low.
Is Rozier really that good that people are betting that much on him? Who's
That's the
waking up in
thing.
the
No,
morning
you
and
shouldn't be
thinking,
able to
"Gee, I
bet
wonder
on
how
like
many
just some
points this-"
scrub. You shouldn't be able to
That's how
prop
he
bet
got.
on anybody.
I mean, he's a
Right.
good player, but I don't think there's a big Vegas drop on him.
No,
You
there isn't.
don't
You can
need
prop bet
Vegas,
on
Mike. It's
anything.
done by the website. It's done by the
It's done.
gambling
Yeah,
sites. There's no Vegas involved.
that's the problem. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
You can bet
Vegas
on
is
all these aspects of the game, like then.
yeah.
So
If this
now
were done
they're
by
probably going to
Vegas,
end up
there
not
wouldn't
doing
be
prop bets anymore.
Well, I don't
How
know
can
that
you
they're going to
stop it
stop
though?
doing any damn thing.
Yeah,
No.
how can you stop it now? The floodgates are open. No, it's got to be like you players. You can't have anything to do with gambling. Your friends can't. Like
Yeah,
what fucking like Otani, like like his interpreter is fucking stealing from him, and
Right.
yeah. I think
It's a
Otani's
lot of
paid off
money.
the Cash Patel. um, yeah, that got fixed because that was almost like imagine baseball without Otani. Imagine right now the World Series. exciting, but with Otani, it becomes like a thing that people who don't watch
It's a
baseball
worldwide event now. Yeah.
will watch. Yeah.
Now it's
And
I
so
gotta
if you
say,
think about that,
Cash Patel sounds like a name out of The Sopranos. Sounds like a name somebody wrote.
it's a great name.
He'd be a great
It
character in The
really is.
Sopranos. Hey,
Yeah.
Officer Bungles over here.
Yeah, he'd be the guy that gets his ass whipped by Tony with a belt, like a baby. Shameful.
That's how his eyes got that way.
Peter Rieger, poor Peter Rieger.
It's the poor guy in his underwear.
But I heard Peter Rieger there was an interview with Peter Rieger on something, and he was like, in the script it called for me to be nude, and I was like,
oh wow,
that's a little too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's bad enough that he's whipping whipping me like a baby.
Rod,
They wanted him to be naked.
As being a Rieger hater. You threw him under the bus saying he wasn't worthy of being a Delta.
That's
Never.
Me. I did that.
I've never said that.
I said that.
You said he was the
wrong.
worst Delta.
That Kevin's taken. Kevin said it.
Oh,
that
Kevin
was me.
said it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was the one that trashed Rieger. Me.
Oh, you're the Boone hater?
Yes, I'm the Boone hater. That's why my favorite episode of The Sopranos is when Boone gets his ass beat. He had it.
I have a theory that Trump is a really, really big Animal House fan, and that he feels that everyone else is Deltas. He feels whatever he feels like he's in the cool. But he thinks he's Belushi. He thinks he's Senator Blutarsky.
It's exactly like Senator Blutarsky. It's the exact joke they're making in the movie. That's the exact joke.
Yeah.
The guy that had a 0.00 GPA, partied and fucked his way through college, and he became a senator. That's the joke they're making. That's how these people succeed.
Yeah. And then they're like, we're getting one over on the fucking the society, the establishment. We're just going to keep fucking with them.
Trump's rooting for the judge in Caddyshack. He thinks the judge is the hero.
That's right. Yeah.
No,
I didn't want to give them the electric chair, but I owed it to them.
I felt I owed it to them. That literally sounds like something Trump would say. I felt I owed it to them, frankly.
Oh yeah. Like what a fucking time. What a time.
Yeah, it's a golden age of fucking shit. It's just awful. By the way,
I'm sorry about the East Wing, Dorf.
No, it was my favorite wing, but you know what I mean. Everything sooner or later.
Well, the whole promising that they're just doing, because have you seen what they're going to do with it? Like the building is way bigger than all the other it's bigger than the White House that they're going to build.
Yeah, wait till you see when it's finished. If you think it's disgusting now, that's nothing. Wait till you see when it's completed.
It's bigger.
There's a big gigantic. There's this big gigantic sports bet thing next to Wrigley Field. Have you guys? You guys wouldn't know.
Yeah,
but they built like DraftKings. DraftKings like built a place where you can go in. I don't know. I mean, you do all that shit on the phone anyway, so I don't understand it.
Yes.
But it's just a giant square. It's all about space. So they're not going to finesse anything. And when you see it, it just looks like a modern. So they're not even going to make it look like a piece of the White House. It's just going to be a cement thing that's next to it, but with gold accents on it, with fake gold.
There will be.
Going to have to rip that thing
a little bit about what they're doing. There's going to be a big circular driveway, a separate line for Uber, and a separate line for limos and cabs and stuff. And and it's just like the entrance to the Bellagio, but it'll be big. I mean, it'll be a lot bigger than the White House. But
oh my
it's
God,
going to be great.
That's another thing.
It'll bring a lot of business to DC. Everyone's excited, and a lot of visitors. A lot of high rollers are going to come by to the ballroom. It's going to be very fun. So just, we now have
Ew.
the city. We always said in this country we need a world-class executive mansion, and this is how you do it. You have Google and Apple will help pay for it, and now we have a world-class dome, over the White House, and we have a gold ballroom. Again, if you think, a front end, a bulldozer going through the East Wing is a disgusting picture. Wait till you see what it looks like. This
Yeah,
will
What,
make
was it all
inside?
this will
finished?
make this will make Liberace's bathroom look like a fucking Mies van der Rohe masterpiece. This is going to really grim you out.
Ew.
Uh,
Ugh.
So that what
Everything's a
you're talking
travesty with
about,
that guy.
the DraftKings thing, that's that big giant green thing that's on the side of Wrigley, right? Raj, you're
Yeah, it's
talking
really
about
charming.
this the
yeah.
SeaTech. Yeah.
So it's just a square,
Yes,
skeleton with dark
it's like a
glass.
chunk.
Looks nothing like like it should.
I mean, it kind of it's a little bit of the aesthetic. It's green. All the girders are
Yeah,
green at
they put some
Wrigley.
steampunk accents on the outside to make it look like it was built then. But on the inside, it's just a lose money emporium.
Steampunk.
What is it?
Sports thing next to the stadium.
It's a
Um,
fucking disgusting betting parlor next to a
What's a
baseball.
betting? It's a PTO. Off-track betting, OTB. Off-track betting is what we used to have.
No, is what we still have if you're lucky.
Well, now
If you're
off-track.
lucky and live in a city and you still have OTBs in your downtown district, go to one today. That's where the charm is. No frills, no concessions of any kind, just aimless men standing around tearing up tickets all day. That's gambling. You want to know what gambling is? It's that. I love
I
off-track betting parlors.
live by the track, so horse race
Yeah,
track.
you live by probably the nicest track in America.
Actually, yeah, Breeders' Cup is going to be here.
Del Mar is where the turf meets the surf. It's a beautiful track.
It's very nice, yeah. But yeah, you do get there's a lot of blue hair. I can tell when racing season starts.
Yeah.
A lot of aimless
Yeah.
people just walking around.
The cars get bigger and they drive slower.
Yeah, and they walk around a little bit more, like you can see the people looking up in the sky.
Hey, that's going to be us in 20 years.
I mean, in
Be us
20 years, it's me
it'll
now.
be us next month. Yeah.
10.
I live here. I am here now. I say that, and I'm one of the people that are walking around.
I look into the sky while we do this podcast.
Wow, look at that. Stuff
Yeah,
around here.
Yeah, you see it when old people, like when my dad was getting old, he was like, "Look at that beautiful flower." Like, look how, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man. This guy's just finding everything precious, and maybe he was like, "I'm going to die. I should appreciate everything."
No, it's
But
natural. When people get closer, when they start to realize they're nearing the end of their track, they start to appreciate, the natural world around them and value it and get something comfort from it, because the material world around them has changed so radically. It's disorienting or frightening or both.
thank you, Kevin.
like the East Wing.
Yeah, this East Wing is
Kevin,
going to be, I don't know.
What is the Nazi equivalent to the White House? Where was like headquarters?
He had more than one place that he hung out, but I think his golden ballroom was a mountain hideaway called the Eagle's
Bavaria.
Nest. Yeah, so he built this. I should say the state, the Reich state, built him a giant, fortress / weirdo palace up in the mountains for him to like.
That's where Eva and the Brownie would stay there.
Yeah, they would go there and throw the ball around on the patio and have a good time, and then they all died in a bunker, including Blondie, the dog. They all were poisoned to death in a bunker, like rats in a nest under a
Yeah.
pile of rubble. So that's how those things usually go.
I don't know
Has
if I was
anybody
gonna
seen?
if I was gonna kill myself because I was an invading army was coming to kill me. I'd probably just go. You know what, Raisin? Go find a home, buddy. Like why? Why
You
kill
delete
Raisin?
Yeah,
Like Raisin's
You have
so
any idea
adorable.
what
Someone's gonna find him and keep him. He's a good boy. But I don't know. I
Do you
don't
have any
understand. He
idea
was an
what
animal
happened to
lover, but
that
he
dog?
killed Brownie. Why did Hitler
Do you have
kill
any
Brownie?
Blondie? The dog was
Blondie.
called Blondie.
Mm,
Do you have
Blondie.
any
Sorry,
idea what
buddy.
his
Sorry,
death
buddy.
was
You're right.
like? Do you know what his death was like?
His death?
Yes. Blondie's
Yeah.
death
Well, I
was
heard he was with
yeah.
Ava.
Right. Well, he's with
What do
his
you mean,
family.
Blondie?
Yeah, Blondie the dog was with his owners, Ava and Adolf, and they needed to test out whether the poison they were going to use worked. So naturally, they used it on their dog. But it took 3 different tries to poison the dog, and it lasted some
Oh,
hours while they were trying to murder the dog
Hitler.
with the poison. Right. Well, this is just hold on. This
Why
is
didn't
one of those
just
things
take
to
the
think
Luger to the
that
poor dog's
it's
head and shoot him? The fuck's
it's a
going on
well
with those
no
his
guys?
points as
because
an
that's
animal
me. What are
lover.
they, Christy Noem? Jesus, what are you? They're not
I'd
monsters.
shoot. I would go. You know what? Just shoot him in the back of the head when he doesn't notice. We'll be petting him. Well, then we'll leave him with you, and then you shoot his head, and then that's it. He wouldn't even
You're
know when
making a
he wouldn't see
mistake.
it coming. It's like Lenny
You're
in
making a
Mice
mistake
and Men.
everyone makes. You're making that same mistake everyone makes when you compare yourself to Hitler. Don't. Here's what the master
No,
of the
no.
master race thought of. We're gonna poison the dog. It took
Let's
3
hear it.
different tries. They were literally hearing Benny Hill music the whole time. The dog barfed up the poison. It ran away. They ran and caught it. They brought it back. They tried to give it poison again. It went into a coma. It woke up. It was a disaster.
Oh my God.
Woke
My
up.
heart hurts.
Were they just about to like, oh, perfect. We're just about to take the poison, and the dog woke up. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, they're like, it's in their hands. They're like, fuck, Blondie's still alive. Put the poison down. We gotta.
Back to the drawing board.
Fucking Hitler. Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I shouldn't compare.
So wait, so Kevin, after all of that, then they drank the poison too?
Well,
Yep.
no.
Yeah,
Then he gave the poison to his wife, and then he shot himself in the head.
Oh, he poisoned the wife first. So he
Yes,
didn't drink
yes.
poison.
They're
No,
all going
he
to
shot
honky
himself in
heaven. Maybe that's what he's like. There's an afterlife where all honkies go, and we're going. Bring Blondie.
The dog's gonna come.
Now,
And here's
did
the
she
problem.
have to be
We
talked
can't-
into the poison?
we can't
or
prove
did he do
we
it?
can't prove him wrong about that. We have no
We
way
can't.
of proving him wrong.
He didn't want to leave him.
You're right.
He didn't want to leave him to the Russians. The Russians gonna
Correct.
fucking adopt my dog.
He knows what Russians do to dogs. They send him into space to die, like Laika.
Yeah, they would have
That's
turned
right.
his dog into an
Like
astronaut for sure.
That was a long time.
Laika.
That was a long time from then.
Let's tell the people what that is. That's a cosmonaut.
Laika the cosmonaut
Sorry.
became a hero of Soviet labor because it was a stray dog picked up by scientists and who were running the rocket program. And they're like, this stray dog is very friendly, very likable. Laika is a wonderful dog, perfect for our mission to find out if animals can live in space. So Laika got strapped into a rocket and sent up into space. And the scientists, of course, knew that Laika was going to die on the mission, but they wanted to take his vital signs while he was dying. So that's how he became, or she, I think, Laika, became a hero of Soviet labor. That was a
Yeah.
heroic dog death.
Well, he didn't really probably have a choice.
Didn't the Americans prefer monkeys, sending monkeys up?
No, the Russians sent a monkey up, I think.
Didn't we do that too?
We used animals, yes.
We did use some animals. I don't know about monkeys though.
Don't know.
I thought that was the preferred passenger for us.
It's my favorite part of
It
the
took us-
scene, the Mr. Show when they're gonna blow up the moon, and the monkey is in the lab, and the monkey's doing sign language. And the scientists are like, "What? What's the monkey saying?" The monkey's asking why. Why?
Why? Why are you doing this?
Why blow up the moon? And they're like,
And then
Oh my
then
god.
the country music star writes a song denouncing the monkey for being
Yeah, see?
critical of progress. Hey,
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 stupid
Mr. Monkey,
monkey.
don't you go asking why?
That should have won a whatever you could win that's better than anything. Pulitzer. I don't know.
That episode should
That's
have won the
episode.
Nobel Peace Prize. That's how
Exactly.
good it was.
It's so fucking good, that episode.
Raj, Mom says you can't blow your nose on the podcast anymore.
Oh, thank you.
Anymore.
Anymore.
These
Anymore.
very sensitive headphones. I can't even cover the mic, as I told you. Like the mic is in the ear hole or something, too.
You
So,
got to go into a cone of silence.
yeah, maybe I
The
need to put
cone
a
of silence, Chief.
cone in my head. like this.
The
Like this way.
cone, Max.
Thank you for the note, Mom.
I heard this story. I hear this story about a lot of projects that, who was it? I think it was Mel Brooks and Buck Henry got together to try to come up with something to write. And just the weeks went by and they couldn't come up with anything and they called it off. And then as they're walking away, one of them's like, hey, what about a spy thing? And they're like, oh, maybe that could work. And that became Get Smart.
You know what? That show kind of feels that way. No.
Well, I think I told you guys that the cone of silence was the funniest scene they had in the pilot. But
Yeah.
to shoot it, it would have taken the whole budget. So that's what they shot. They just shot one scene, and then they showed that to the network. They're like, we only have one scene. We don't have a pilot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then they knew they were taking a huge risk because they could be like, the network could be like, hey, where's my pilot? Like, where's the episode? But they're like, it's going to cost so much to do the cone of silence scene. It's going to use up all the money we have for the pilot. But it's that funny. Wow. So they just shot that. They showed that. They got greenlit. And then they used the same footage from the demo in the pilot. They never reshot that scene. But if you look at that original first scene from the pilot, it's the one they shot for the demo.
It's the same thing that they did from the pilot. Wow.
Yeah, and you can tell how expensive it is because there's a lot of camera angles from above and stuff like that. It's really expensive.
I was hooked by the opening sequence of him walking through all those crazy doors, closing on him.
Oh, it's fantastic. Of course. Cool. There's a reason it's loved. It's a great show.
Yeah,
every day. Someone said, Delaney, someone said, let's do a Bond parody, maybe something like that. Spy shit was big. Right. There were like 9 spy shows.
They knew Bond and spies and gadgets were big, and so they did lean into the gadget.
And fighting Eastern European bad guys too.
And boy, did they cast the right Eastern European bad guy. One of the great casting jobs of all time.
Del Close worked on Get Smart. He'd be like one of those guys inside a mailbox,
No, he was Michael. He was a boffin. He was a scientist.
Oh, really?
He was a scientist.
Yeah. Yeah, he was one of the boffins, like Q, that Max would, like when Bond would go see Q.
Yeah.
So Del was a gadgeteer. And,
that's a much better part. I thought he had a variety of roles. I thought he was like ensemble and did a lot of different stuff.
I don't believe that's the case. He was in a few episodes, but he was a gadgeteer, and Max would go see him to see how the exploding pen would work or whatever. It was very cool.
That reminds me of exactly the kind of role Severin Darden also played. Like he'd be the Bigfoot expert on $6 Million Man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, local kook.
Severin Darden, legend of Second City lore and film and television.
And improv comedy. He's in The President's Analyst. That's a very meaty role for him, right? Isn't he in The President's Analyst, Mike?
He is, yeah.
I got to rewatch that. I have a tape somewhere of him in an improvised feature film called The Virgin President.
Mm-hmm.
Black and white, shot on film.
Chimpanzee. Yes, Adam Taylor, that's correct. Chimpanzee. He used chimpanzees.
So like us.
So Mike, you're a big Godfrey Cambridge fan too, right?
No, wait, who is that?
Godfrey Cambridge?
I might be and not know it.
You haven't seen Cotton Comes to Harlem?
Oh my God, I forgot about Cotton Comes on.
Watermelon Man.
Watermelon Man?
Godfrey Cambridge played Felix Leitner, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he?
From
I
what?
don't know.
I
I don't
think
know.
he
Burying
played.
me
You know,
with references.
Felix was 007's American contact in the CIA, and I believe Godfrey Cambridge played him once or twice. I can't remember exactly, but Godfrey Cambridge was a black character actor in the '60s. He did a lot of spy stuff and interesting movies.
He
I
was
was
also a
never into
stand-up
James Bond stuff.
comedian. He would do
Yeah,
he would
right.
do he was a really good impressionist. He would do impressions.
I was a sucker for impressionists, that's for sure.
He would do impressions
Mom
of
says I'd
like
know him if I saw him. I'm sure you're right.
he would do the impressions of the day too. It would be like, here's Cary Grant, you know.
Yeah, he could do
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like, how you do this, Cary Grant, buying milk.
Yeah, it's funny because Godfrey Cambridge is in the President's Analyst, but I thought he was in a 007 movie. He wasn't, but he was in the President's Analyst. So yeah, so it's why I thought of that.
So he
Oh,
wasn't in Get Smart?
He was not in 007 any 007 movies, but
Who's
he's a
in
great.
President's Analyst? That's not one of mine. That's not one that I'm familiar.
Oh,
I might have seen it.
I
I
believe you're
forgot.
gonna
Wait, I'm
really
sorry. Who are we
like
talking
it.
about?
Godfrey Cambridge.
Well, right now it's just a general talk about the President's Analyst, but that's a spy satire made in the '60s, and it's got James Coburn in it. It was written and
Oh,
directed by Ted Flicker,
I
who's a
know what
very
you're talking
important.
about. That is dreadful. I've seen those Colbert movies on Turner. They're dreadful.
No, it wasn't one of
That's Flint.
those.
That's a different
That's
thing.
Flint. Our
Mike,
man
listen
Flint.
to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
that's Flint.
political
That's Flint.
satire and a sci-fi movie about spies and shit. It's got James Coburn in it, but it was written and directed by Ted Flicker. Ted Flicker, who ran the
Really?
St. Louis Compass. Yeah.
And Flicker also ran the fucking premise. He
Yes,
left.
yes.
He came to
And,
New York to do the premise and the living premise.
right. And
Because they
Godfrey
looked at
Cambridge,
he's
Severn Darden, Pat Harrington is in it. Yes, Pat Harrington from,
yes.
as Schneider
Alice.
Oh,
from
Schneider. Yes.
One day
From
at a
One Day at a
time.
Schneider was the whole show. He was the highlight of the show.
he was pretty great. Artie Johnson is in it. It's got a lot of great actors in it. Ted Flicker wrote it. He directed it.
Wow.
Lalo Schifrin did the music, and that's a big deal right there.
Were you not
Flicker
into
was
Valerie
like,
Bertinelli, Delaney?
what about Bertinelli?
Were you into Bertinelli when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Watching Alice? Of course, right? So,
I was into her. I loved her acting.
Yeah.
liked
It
her
was her.
acting. Like,
It was
I
an
love
11,
Flo.
it's an 11-year-old. What are you kidding?
I
It was
love
an
Flo, and I love
11-year-old kid. I couldn't take my eyes off of her. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm saying, I don't know. Delaney
It was
deleted
required
that information. He was saying that.
viewing, and then I liked her husband. He was even cuter.
Ron Gless?
No,
Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, Eddie Van Halen. Poor Eddie.
Eddie came around. I know.
He was an alcoholic.
Gone too soon. He came
and
around
smoked, chain smoke,
and putting the lead pick in his mouth.
He thought that was going to cure the cancer.
It
Yeah.
was the lead, because they still were making picks out of lead back then.
Yeah, no, that's
no. This is real. This is real. He would he'd use a steel pick and put it in his tongue.
And that's how you got mouth
the lead
cancer.
The lead gave him throat cancer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He thinks
Jerry knows more about Eddie than I do.
He thinks that. Yeah.
He thought that.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
That's why.
Yeah. You were Michael's apparently favorite part of One Day at a Time, Eddie.
No, that wasn't until later. That was later. The first fell in love with Valerie, and then with the husband.
Yes, of course. There's
they both
cute girls
the
on the show.
She could
I didn't care which one I was looking at. They were all cute.
I know.
Me.
Those two were very interchangeable, though. They had the same face.
I like Schneider's mustache. It made him look Latino. Maybe that's why I liked him.
Well, you know, Chico and the Man. I was thinking about Chico and the Man the other day. It was such a huge smash. Like Freddie Prinze was like, he was like
Yeah,
the next big thing.
unwatchable. Not even
Really,
for fun.
really
Just
bad. They
horrible.
written, just bad jokes.
Sad, racist. Don't steal those hubcaps, you greasy Mexican. I'm Puerto Rican, man.
I think that they were like, because that was like the base, like Sanford and Son. It came on right after Sanford and Son, right? So it was like,
Yeah,
Yep.
same people.
Red Fox was doing all these like these jokes.
Saul Turnell.
Yeah, keep it
So it
going.
was just get this kid on TV as fast as we can.
I don't know how Freddie. I don't know the Freddie Prinze rise. I'm sure it.
Yeah,
I'm
of
sure it
course.
was
Yeah,
Comedy
that's
Store
the
and
whole-
stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
he
whole
was hot
point of it. They
shit.
wanted him on TV, and he was a big star as a result.
Oh, from
I
being
mean,
on
and Jack
Carson? Yeah, probably from being on just
Yeah.
Carson and stuff.
And he was funny.
Well,
He
there's
was
a million
funny as
shows
hell.
too those days. So if you had a good
Yeah,
act, you can just
Who
go
liked-
from show
who
to
liked
show.
Eddie Murphy?
What about Eddie Murphy?
You were
No, he was
Chilean,
like-
so
he
you
was-
saw
he-
it. And you... Go ahead.
He was busting out the way Eddie busted out, but then he died all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, who?
I'm
Freddie
back.
Prinze.
I'm
Oh
sorry,
yeah, he
Freddie.
killed himself. He killed himself because I think he was like too fucked up on cocaine, couldn't get off it. Whatever.
So the man,
He's very
so the man
depressed.
was right. So
The man
wasn't
wrong.
wrong.
He wasn't wrong, but you don't call someone who's this, Kevin. You don't call a man who's suffering from alcohol addiction or drug addiction.
Raj, that's
Um,
not Kevin. Freddie, that's Freddie on the Tonight Show. You mistook him for Kevin.
no, I'm saying I'm saying when someone, when he said, I'm making the connection is that the actor would call like, "You dummy," a lot, like Sanford and
Yeah.
Son.
Right,
But you
right.
can't call
That's
someone
sometimes.
dumb just because they're addicted to cocaine and then they blow their head off.
No,
a
you call
little.
them dumb because they're Puerto Rican. They didn't do that. He didn't make fun of his addiction. He made fun of his ethnicity.
No, but I'm saying that's what you're doing
Yeah, because I'm like the man, and you're
because
like
you're
Chico right
you're
now.
judging cocaine addiction, and I don't think that's right.
He's
Listen,
playing the
Chico.
role of the man.
as I
I'm
as
the man.
I gasp
not-
gasp for my bong.
Did you not realize that you and I? Did you not realize that you and I have been reenacting Chico and the Man since 1993? Did you not catch that onto that yet?
You told me that recently, and I never knew that. No,
Yeah. We didn't.
it's like
we didn't
go
set
buy
out
a
to
shot,
do
you
that.
go buy a shot, you stinky Chilean. All right.
With,
I just
with
realized
occasional
so that was-
cameos.
He had done. He did Charlie and the Chocolate Factory like right before Chico and the Man.
Yeah.
And why was Jack Warden famous? Like what was he famous for? I only know him as an old man. I don't know him
that's
Right.
not
doing
Jack
anything
Warden.
young.
Jack Warden's a different character.
Oh right. Jack,
Ask your mom, Delaney. Maybe she knows.
That was what was his name?
Jack
From
Albertson.
Chico and the
guys.
Man.
Jack
Jack
Albertson.
Albert-
Jack
Jack
Albertson.
Jack
Jack
Albertson.
Was he in movies in the
No, he's
early
been in
days
a
of
million
film?
Movies. Yeah, was he around for a long time? What was his big claim to fame before all that old man stuff?
Are you out of your mind?
He's always an old man. I don't know.
Oh, he was like a Brimley. He was like a Wilford Brimley. He was born old. One of those guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was
well,
Like
well,
young
he's in
boys
no, he was in
drink,
Willy
then
Wonka.
smash
He was in
into
Willy
bits.
Wonka. That was what he was famous for.
You guys, he won a Tony. He was a huge star on Broadway. He was.
Oh, he was a Broadway
The subject was. Yes, he was a huge actor. He was in The Subject Was Roses. He won a Tony for that. He was in the movie. He was nominated for an Oscar.
No, you
Oh,
could tell Jack
really? Oh,
Albertson
okay.
had been around. Was he in Poseidon Adventure?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was Shelley Winter's husband.
It was awesome. Yeah,
Mm.
she's the star of the movie. You had a
Don't
lot
give
of
it
guts,
away.
lady. I know.
Yeah, Jack. Yeah, don't give away Poseidon Adventure. It's been out for 50 years.
Spoiler alert. Hey, everyone watches old movies, and then maybe they want to watch it someday. You can't just be like, you know what, you haven't
Wait,
seen.
isn't it a
You
great
know,
twist in Poseidon Adventure that they twisted that big ship upside down?
I loved it. I loved it,
That's the
and that's
twist.
one of my biggest fears is drowning. That's not true.
In a cruise ship, not
In
just
a
drowning,
cruise,
but drowning in an upside down cruise ship.
when we were on that cruise ship shooting Boat Trip, and there was like I didn't have to work the next day or something, and there was like high seas were like nutty, so the fucking boat was going like literally like this. Whoa! So
Ugh.
they gave us safety vests, and they're just trained to like keep it going. So the DJ kept playing, and people kept dancing and drinking. It was one of the funnest times I've ever had in my life because you're like I've never been in a ship that this has happened. Like I've never been in anything on water where you're like running to one side of the dance floor and you're like whoa.
That's like a ride they had in the 40s.
In the Aegean Sea.
When you see those old amusement park clips, it's like, oh my God, that's incredibly dangerous. And just like wood burn, and you definitely were going to get injured.
When I on my true crime, my true crime feed on my Instagram, I get a lot of like real, like deaths from amusement parks, and it's like
Yeah.
it's such a bummer when people die at an amusement park.
It is, well, of course. But
Right?
that's, I
I mean,
always
anything,
like,
Little amusement.
it's
but
that
it's a little
realization
extra bad because you're just going for some joy, some little fucking 2.5 minutes of joy, and your head gets cut off. So, yeah, I mean, if you ever want to get gory about it, you can look into Disney deaths, and that's a whole crazy, because when someone gets killed also by those machines, it's never like, oh, it hit his arm and hit his heart, and the guy died, he bled to death. It's always something like his face was ripped off by a cord. It's like you fall into machinery, like there's one where like one of those floating cars, it flipped over and it was just going in and getting grinded. Good Lord. All right, let's move on.
Well, it's all, I always see the those like fair, like actually I was shooting and there's a circus coming, but there's those fairs in the in the parking lot. Those things, man, I always see people getting injured and that kind of stuff, like getting thrown off
Uh,
rides and stuff.
And fairs?
Yeah.
I don't get those. I know there's that fuck, and they're all on camera because people are like, yay, we're gonna post it. These new ones, the new deaths, like that kid who fell out, big fat kid. They put him in a ride that like,
Oh, it
went
went
down
upside
super
down?
fast.
Uh-huh.
It dropped. It was one of those droppy ones, and
Oh.
and there was like 4 people in there, and he just like slides out of it. Like, what the fuck? Like they put it on wrong or something. And so this,
I
so
don't
it's
get
just,
any of those on my feed. All I get is Fabio getting hit with a bird.
you have a nice innocent feed. My
Right.
feed is disastrous.
But being on a roller coaster and getting hit in the face with a bird, that
I mean,
really
that's
can
classic.
That's yeah.
That's
Sure,
that's one of the
that.
best things that ever happened in the world. That's different.
It's classic Fabio.
What about that picture what about that picture that obliterated a bird mid-pitch?
Randy
Yeah,
Johnson.
Randy.
It was Randy
It
Johnson
turns out
did
that Fabio's a really good person. I have a friend who was a male model and was in a cult. It was like some weird
Of
cult
course.
in New York.
Of course
And
your friend was in it.
Fabio helped him get out. Fabio was
Yeah.
like one of the first people who told him that
Really?
it was a cult. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
I went to
Yeah,
Fabio's
you
house
live
in
with
Tarzana to shoot something for Conan, and we're just going to shoot him, waving high from his, front step as Conan drives by, And
I'm
'cause
sorry.
Conan was
That sounds like a bit. That sounds like it. I was at Fabia's house in Tarzana
no, it was
for a
yeah,
shoot.
it does. I know it does. It sounds like the setup to a joke. But
Yeah, Johnny
we go to
Carson joke.
Fabio's house,
Just
we go to
ice.
Fabio's
I
house in
met Fabio's the
Tarzana,
other day.
and it's really easy because all he has to do is come out of his door and wave. And like it's a really easy thing for us to get. He's going to come out and he's going to wave because Conan is, in the story, Conan's driving by Fabio's house and Fabio's saying, hi, welcome to LA, like that sort of
Yeah.
thing. And it's great. And but first thing is we have to get to his house and then we have to like show up and he has to let us in the gate. And I'm like, oh, this is an interesting house. It's a nice house, like you'd think Fabio would have, and it's got a big gate, an automatic gate. But but he doesn't like press a button and let us in. He comes down to the gate and opens it, and then I realized, I was like, Fabio, what a nice guy. He's going to open the gate for us, so we can come in and pull out our cameras and shoot him, standing on his doorstep. It'll take a minute. And I'm like, oh, now I know why he's here. Because once we get in, the car we're in, the van that we're in with me and the field producer and stuff is now surrounded by 12 Doberman pinchers. I'm like, okay, this explains why Fabio has to come and handle the gate. He had a cadre of vicious dogs on his property. And I was like, you know what? I get it. I mean, you are Fabio. You've got money. It's a nice house. I would probably do this too. Maybe not 12 of them, but whatever. He loves the dogs.
He might be rescuing them.
They obeyed his every command like he was God.
He loves them. Of course he loves them.
Shut up. They would do everything he said. For all I know, they could fucking smoke and make dinner. Like they were just the most well-trained dogs I've ever seen. And so as we're getting ready to set up and just shoot this really easy thing, we're like, so Doberman pinchers, like what's the deal? And he's like, well, I have a lot of motorcycles. I'm like, oh, okay, well, sure. You probably have a really nice couple motorcycles and parked out in back. No. He had a separate high-tech garage full of dozens of racing motorcycles. Each one of them worth several thousand, tens of thousands of dollars, each one of them. It was probably over $2 million worth of motorcycles inside this fucking garage, which is a separate garage from where he keeps his car. It's just a motorcycle garage full of racing bikes.
So he must race. So like, what a big life. He's training Dobermans.
Yeah, I was talking to the producer as we left after we shot our easy thing. I was like, he lives on a beautiful property in Tarzana, surrounded by his loyal dog army. He has racing bikes in his garage. He's Fabio. Where did we go wrong? Like, what? Who am I to make fun of this dude at all? Like,
well, you have to remember where he comes from.
Me. Yeah.
He comes from being a model that was in books, like on the cover of romance novels.
Romance novels, right.
That's how he started. So we were never cover boys. Maybe you a little bit, Kevin.
No.
Back in the day. Jerry's also good looking.
We're using him in a jokey way. We're not shitting on him, but we are using him in a jokey way that he's like a person that would wave to you when you come to LA. That's jokey, but I'm like, this guy's got it completely figured out. We're the dumb fucks.
Yeah, you think we're making fun of Fabio, but in essence, you're making him look great, which is the beauty of you guys.
Listen, he never was like, he never had an attitude. He was always happy. So there's a reason why. You can make as much fun if you want to him. He had a smile on his face. He's like, yeah.
His manager must have said, like, just don't talk a lot. Don't just talk a little. When you talk, let's say these cute things, but don't ruin it. Let everybody get the fantasy.
He was extremely easygoing, very friendly. He wanted us to see his bikes. He's a really funny guy. He's very personable. But then I realized, as I'm going away and whatever, driving away from home, I'm like, if you were dumb enough to think I'm going to steal one of Fabio's bikes, boy, are you in for a fucking surprise. Mm-hmm. You're going to get ripped to fucking shreds by 12 vicious dogs. And Fabio ain't going to say, down, boy, until you're dead.
That's a good ending for a heist movie.
The comedy version of everything, the comedy version or equivalent of everything is always a notch down. And Robin Williams. When you went into Robin Williams's custom garage, he had dozens and dozens of bicycles. He loved bicycles. He was a
He's
bike
like
freak.
Prince. Prince was
He was
also
a bike
he
freak.
took his
He
bicycle
had
to the pharmacy.
he had all these $20,000 and $100,000 bicycles.
Well, I mean, why not? I mean, if some people like cars, he probably couldn't drive.
Yeah,
Probably
right?
lost.
Don't
He probably
spread
lost
that
his
rumor.
license. I think they took his license away at a certain point.
Yeah, so he's like, I gotta ride bikes. Why you got so many bikes? I can't drive.
He
I
loved
get
them.
too fucked up.
Loved them.
I get too fucked up on cocaine.
Freddie Prinze
Oh
was
my
discovered
God.
for his joke on the Tonight Show. He said his Puerto Rican dad met his Hungarian gypsy mom while they were mugging each other. I remember that
That's a
joke.
good joke.
That's like right. They were mugging each other. That's how
Jack
you do it.
Albertson's.
Oh, man. Maybe they'll come back. I'm going to leave them in because they've frozen before and then come back on the screen. So if I just leave it alone, everybody will come back. I did have the Freddie Prinze. Where did I find that at? Freddie Prinze on the Tonight Show.
And the Man. One of its stars is a young man we were talking about a moment ago. He's 19 years old. He's the son of a Puerto Rican mother and a
19.
Hungarian gypsy father.
He was
believe it or not.
19.
And he has sensational poise for being only 19 years of age. Would you welcome, please, Freddie Prinze. Freddie?
Thank you. It's kind of weird, no music, especially for a Hungarian. My father's gypsy, my mother's Puerto Rican. I was very musical as a child. My father, being that he was a gypsy, of course, he bought me a violin. My Puerto Rican mother made me play it this way. I grew up in New York City, which is kind of a weird town. I grew up in an old Puerto Rican neighborhood. And we had a superintendent, the manager of the apartment building, called Mr. Rivera. And since I've been talking about him on television, he's become my biggest enemy. He gets mad at
Wow. First joke didn't really hit that hard, huh? I don't know. Let's see if we can get these guys back. Did they freeze on the 1 hour mark? Let's see. Yeah, they may have, but it shouldn't have. The 1 hour mark shouldn't have made any difference. Go back up. Okay, I think some people are going to take a bathroom break. Yes, I remember Freddie Prinze. I think I remember that actual. I think I was watching that Tonight Show. He was we called the joke wrong, right? Yeah, I don't think they mugged each other. It was all about he. I think he did have a mugging Puerto Rican joke. I could play some more of it. I feel like he did.
dollars. And you go to complain to him, right? And you say, Mr. Rivera, I don't mean to bother you, but there hasn't been hot water in 9 years. And I don't think we have a front wall in the apartment. Someone walked off into the street the other day. Think you could do something about that? He's always, it's not my job. I'm about to make your problem. And there's one big problem in the building is the cockroaches. I don't know if anybody knows, but cockroaches are the strongest creatures on the face of the earth, unkillable. We should send them into war. They you ever notice you step on them, you hear them snap? As soon as you lift your foot, they run like hell. That's because they know we believe the snap means they're dead, so they're going.
Yeah, as we were looking at the joke, I was trying to find the the Puerto Rican Hungarian joke. It was a little bit different than what Evan had remembered.
It always is.
right?
Even the guy who did the joke, when he relates it years later, they always say it different. Because they don't
Right.
remember. They don't watch playback. It's 50 years for them, too. They can't remember it all. So, EK, Jerry, I think you need to divorce ECAM.
Why is
They
that?
do this. They do this every show. We
I
have
know we have a
about
really hard
every
time staying connected. You know, the other show that I produce, I was having a hard time staying connected with him, and then for some reason, the last like 4 times we've done it, spotless, nothing wrong, no hiccups, no nothing.
We have a hiccup usually around this time.
Yes, we've seen. It's like, is it? Did it get timed out after an hour? Which I don't think is that I haven't had that happen, but maybe.
You must have gone over an hour with your solo guests.
Yeah, I have.
How'd the Walsh show go? I haven't seen it yet.
We're doing it next week. He had to work this week.
Oh, it didn't happen. I
Yeah,
thought
it
I
would have
got
been.
a link
It
to
would have
click
been
to
like
it.
right after this, but yeah.
I thought I got saw a link on your Substack to it.
There's a link to it. Yes, it'll come on when if you go to the link, it'll tell you when it's coming on.
Oh, it just hasn't happened. I see.
Yeah, it just hasn't happened yet. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you can go to the link anytime though.
Well, she's pretty busy, huh? He's always works. He's in. I see him in stuff all the time.
Who's that?
Walsh.
Yeah. Yeah. He does seem fairly busy. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets around.
I just saw him on a podcast with Jay Moore.
Okay.
It must have been recent, but yeah, it was really interesting that they were talking. I like the two people that I know from different things talking to each other. I like to see that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I didn't even know that you two would know each other.
Can you give me 5? Hey, I got to fix the toaster for Mom.
Do it. I'll put I'll look at a little bit. Should I look at a little bit more of Freddie Prinze? There was something else I wanted to look at. What did I see here? We were talking about the president's analyst, which I barely remember. I forgot that Godfrey Cambridge was in this movie.
I'm going to be late for my analyst. Are you neurotic? Psychotic? Do you show signs of extreme hostility, aggression, anxiety? Have you blown your mind? Popped your mod? See strange things?
Popped your
Perhaps
mod.
you should see a psychiatrist.
The president is overworked, overtired, overburdened. He needs to talk to someone outside the stresses of his supercharged life.
Supercharged. What a 60s word. Supercharged. We're going into supercharge mode now. Hot Wheels sold us superchargers. Your Hot Wheel would go through the supercharger, it would spit it out, and it'd go fast again.
Still got those. Still got that.
Superchargers was an amazing thing. It was a miracle toy. You could set the speed of the wheels of the supercharger too. It was,
Really? I didn't remember that. I don't remember that.
Yes, there was a little handle on the side, and you could set it to go slow, medium, or fast. It was sensitive in a good way. Mm-hmm.
I hope I get something else. I don't think Freddie gets any better. I think the Freddie fame comes from being the coolest guy at the Comedy Store. Yes, his competition was Jay Leno and Gabe Kaplan. That's true. Gabe Kaplan, wow. It's funny too because Gabe Kaplan, I've seen some videos of him recently. Go look at some Freddie's any better.
Now there's a big gambler.
Who's that? Gabe Kaplan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
serious game. Yeah, loved it. I think he was in the World Series of Poker, maybe once or twice. Not that that's the high watermark of gambling.
Right. Yeah. Huh. I
But
didn't
he
know
got,
that.
got into that stuff a little bit because he was a gambler.
Yeah.
Never, I can't get into gambling. I'm not smart enough or mathematical enough for that. And then if you're lucky enough and mathematical enough, that guy's got other tricks up his sleeve. You're not gonna.
I'm hearing sound.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're here.
I'm back. It was a nice little break.
Yeah, that's what Dorf said. He said like I might as well take a bathroom break.
well, now I gotta go. I gotta go to. I got treatment.
Unfortunately.
That's the Friday rub. It was a crazy day today. I had to take my car up to get inspected. A random Asian man on the street told me, he kept pointing at my car. And I'm like, what does this guy want from me? I'm like, I better listen. He seems to really want something. And he kept pointing at my car. And it turns out I was about to expire in a couple days, my inspection.
How do you know that?
I would have just kept driving for a month until I got pulled over for it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I
you saw your
always
tag.
I always remember for about 6 months, and then I forget that there's such a thing as inspections, and it expires, and I'm over. And then I have to scramble to get it done, like I did this morning.
Well, that's nice, random Asian man.
I know. Thank you, Asian man. And
Asian Appreciation Day.
And Horatio, I can't see you for some reason. You're just like a blob, or I don't know what's going on.
You're out of focus,
Yeah,
but we can hear the birds chirping. It seems like
I'm outside.
You're in the bosom of nature.
I kind of am.
That's the way it is in Henderson. Nothing but nature.
In a sweet bosom. Hey!
And a picture too.
Nice. Now we got now you got Horatio looking like he went outside like yourself, but he can't. Yeah. Oh, now he's moving around.
I feel so much better now that you can see me. Not that it adds anything.
You know what? It was very interesting having your voice there because it gave me a little spot where I could show things.
Yes.
But also when
and
Dorf, when you weighed in, it was like Charlie's Angels, when Charlie was talking, and we would all shut up and listen for the instructions.
Charlie's Clowns. Listen up, clowns.
Is that our name, Charlie's Clowns?
Yeah. My angels
Welcome,
are busy.
clowns.
This is a job for the clowns.
Chico in the disembodied voice. God damn it, you Puerto Rican.
Yeah, who's a good Bosley?
You got to bring Nunez in as Bosley. All right, clown.
Now, I get mixed up on who Bosley is because Bosley isn't the. Who is Bosley?
He kind of looked after the Angels and kind of reported to.
He's
the
right.
go-between. He knows Charlie, but they're not allowed to know Charlie. Charlie's like Jabba the Hutt, I think. If you finally saw him.
Yeah, he's just disfigured. Looks like the Elephant Man.
He's not very mobile.
He's
disgusting. He's beyond like anyone having sex with him.
Oh my God, Charlie! Don't look at me.
The idea at the time was that he was like Howard Hughes, like a nice version of Howard Hughes, a reclusive,
rich
guy, very rich but trying to do good. And Bosley was the factotum that would do Charlie's bidding and deal with the Angels and give them what they needed practically to accomplish their missions.
Okay, Dorf, here's a question. Someone must have done a parody of that with Charlie Manson and and these girls,
No, yeah.
right? I mean that is
Doesn't register.
ripe fruit.
The only
I haven't seen that. I'll bet Cheech and Chong did it in their stage show.
Yeah, probably. What if Charles Manson was Charlie, man?
I see a lot of humor about Charles Manson. The only thing I ever saw was Ben Stiller's show did a thing called Charlie, and it was a parody of Lassie.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Another brilliant show.
Is that Odenkirk playing Manson?
Yeah, Odenkirk was Manson.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
Manson.
Like a creature. He plays him like a fucking dirty creature.
My favorite Ben Stiller was the Oliver Stone Land. It was all
What's that?
rides like the Oliver Stone Land. It was an amusement park based on Ollie Stone's. There was the Doors ride had a bathtub big enough for a family of 4. Like an animatronic Jim would jump out and go, "I'm still alive."
What are you talking about?
It's a sketch on Ben Stiller show.
Just Chris Farley show.
Oh. When do you got to leave?
The 2nd. See you guys.
All right, bye, brother.
Oh no.
Hopefully, I'll see you next week.
This is great.
You will?
All right.
Oh, I got. Well, you want me to? Yeah, I'll get rid of him. Yeah.
V for victory. All right.
And then there were 3.
Dorf, I love you, but this is not your best angle.
I like it. I like the brick behind him.
I'm not gonna get I'm not gonna try to futz with it and make it look good because I don't think it's possible. So I'm not worried about it.
I'm gonna make it possible for you. What kind of computer do you have?
Are you fucking kidding me? Don't start this bullshit now. What kind of computer do I have?
Well, me and Delaney, we couldn't get it in sync, so I bought a pair of headphones. I'm trying to be helpful. So we have the same goofy headphones.
You're definitely trying to be helpful, and you don't want me to look like like shit online. But I also feel like it's the squeeze isn't worth the juice.
It's liberating, maybe too. It's like fuck it.
No, looking like shit isn't exactly freeing. It's just what happens.
You don't look like shit
90% of the time. Well, I don't look great. It's just
looks
up angle. I look like I have 9 chins. It's bad. But
yeah, like I have 9 chins too, but I'm like I'm like poking out. It looks like I'm poking out of a box. As what.
See,
what is
you figured out the trick, and I've never done the trick, but the trick with the chins thing is to grow a fucking beard, and I'm not going to do it because I don't like beards. So I'm just going to have to look like this. I'm just going to have to look like a congressman from the 70s, asking angry questions. Because my chins and wagging.
Yeah, that was a lot of Congress when we were growing up. Congress and Senate was a lot of very jolly.
Sit on a
series of guys. That's just all I remember. There was a guy in Chicago named Len O'Connor, and he was a grouchy, commentator, political commentator. I am Len O'Connor, and he had a bag, he had a full bag, just wanging side to side, like something out of a fucking cartoon.
Was it bigger than Arpitax?
Arpitac had a good bag too. I mean, they both had good ones.
Good bag.
Arpitac was the mob reporter on Channel 7. By the way, the mob, going back to Chauncey Billups and stuff, the mob was so huge in the 70s in Chicago and so active. that each local affiliate had their own dedicated
Their own
mob
reporter.
reporter.
Mob reporter.
Yeah.
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 Chicago and New York had a mob reporter.
Like most local affiliates now are down to like 2 reporters, one that just goes to crime scenes and one that doesn't. Now, but they have like a whole thing. Like, one, we have an outfit guy. We have a guy that that reports on the outfit. It's Art Patek.
But I mean, what a beautiful thing to overdo. Like, they must have just been
Yeah,
making so much money, right? To just
Well,
hire all
the
these
mob was
people.
that active. It was that active. It was that newsworthy.
Yeah.
They were constantly doing things.
And these guys were real, like, in your fucking, their nose to the grindstone detective kind of writers. So they would get scoops. Yeah, they'd get all the good scoops. And mobsters like to brag and maybe brag about something and they won't get in trouble. And,
Well,
Sorry, go ahead.
we were still kids when Sam Giancana was killed. It was a huge local story. Sam Giancana was killed in his house, and he was murdered. And it was a huge mob hit, and it was on the local news, like someone just opened a new.
Where did he live?
He lived in the near suburbs, the west suburbs of Chicago.
In the suburbs.
Oak Grove or something. But
no, it was like Elmwood Park, Forest Grove, something like that. It was some.
Forest, I think it's Forest Grove, which was right next to the other. You remember we went to? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it was just one of those. All those near west suburbs were like, oftentimes that's where the gangsters lived.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
Yeah, they had giant houses, and it was kind of close to the city.
Yeah,
I think.
Right.
But why they wouldn't live in Evanston though, or like those houses up there?
Evanston.
Maybe traffic's too bad.
No. Evanston was a place that was self-selecting about who would live there and so forth. Like, Evanston was the home of the Women's Christian Temperance Union. It was not a mob town.
I see.
Grease the cops and hey, don't worry about it. A bunch of people are going to park outside my house for a week. Just don't ask any questions. They couldn't do that in Evanston. It wasn't an open town like these other places.
It was a very conservative town, and they would be on you.
Yeah.
And that was a town, right? The western suburbs would have been newer back then, right? Newer than
Evanston was old, and Evanston has been around a while, and again, quite a history of no nonsense. But these western suburbs were like, sure, man, no problem.
Yeah.
Have 2 houses next to each other, and we won't bother you one bit.
I think it's River Forest. It's right next to Oak Park.
Yeah. They're all bunched together.
River Forest. I would really love if I was right about that.
It'd be great, but I still don't get it right, and I'm from there, and I just from Chicago, and I still don't know which one I'm in when I drive down the street. Like, am I in River Grove, River Forest?
I remember going into one of those streets, going into Oak Park. There was a line, and it was like inner city. Black, mostly black and brown. Not very little, mostly. And then there was a line, and then the next line across the street was whites only. What a crazy fucking concept.
Detroit's like that too. Yeah, there's a line like in East Detroit where it's like this side of the street, like ghetto, this side of the street.
What was Jerry? What was the street?
It's East Point. I can't remember what the street's called. What the name of the street? But yeah, it used to be called East Detroit. They renamed it because they didn't want it to be Detroit anymore. So now it's called East Point.
Yeah, and I think it's Austin. The street in Chicago.
Yeah. Right.
For those Chicagoans listening. I wonder how much that's changed. Probably not much.
Well, if it's like any other place, usually it's like becomes Hispanic and black, at some point. All the white people are gone.
Yeah. It's like this. Circle of people. They go out, everybody leaves, and then they come back in.
And they come back.
Downtown Chicago. Buying houses in downtown Chicago. Come back. But every big city has their cordoned off area. I don't know, maybe
Brooklyn now. I did this movie in Brooklyn, and now it's just. I mean, as far as you can go in Brooklyn, it's hipster.
Yeah,
it's
moolah.
Yeah.
The conversion has worked.
Yep.
It's not fun to
And
deal
you
with.
know,
I'm gonna just say that, like, because Toronto is a Great Lakes town, that's probably where I'm headed for the World Series. I think if it's a choice between a Great Lakes city and a West Coast city or an East Coast city, that's an easy choice for me to make. I mean,
the Dodgers
everything
have
around the Great
become.
Lakes is my thing, and everything that is on either coast isn't my thing, and that's just how it's going to go.
You're very seaworthy. Not seaworthy, but you
I'm
love
just not.
water. You
I'm
love
not
lakes.
bi-coastal. I'm tri-coastal. I like the Great Lakes. That's it. That's my idea
I
of a
don't like
coast.
I don't like the Dodgers for simply because they're the best and they have the best
Stacked.
of everything. And it's like the Yankees when we were in New York. You
Well,
know,
it's going to
can't root for
probably
the
it might
fucking Darth Vader
right.
and the Stormtroopers. You know, and
I know.
that's what they are now.
Well, they haven't quite got there because the Yankee culture was so different back then. But like, the Dodgers have great owners. This is a good team.
Yeah.
There's no jerks on it. You know, like it's
Nope.
not like
Yeah.
it's not a bunch of people you can just like fuck them. They're the Soviet Union. They're
Yeah.
great,
They're good.
and
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
probably going to win the World Series. But I
Again.
hope it's close, and I hope it's really dramatic. It'll be really
won't be.
entertaining because once the World Series is over, if you're a Chicago sports fan, you don't have anything to watch for another year.
My prediction
look
is
good.
that they'll win in 5. I told you yesterday they're going to win in 5. I think Otani's probably going to lose the 4th game, and then they'll
Oh,
win
really?
the 5th game. That's my prediction.
I think they're going to sweep. Just keep on sweeping.
Yeah, I mean,
sweep right through.
yeah, it's not a stretch for me to say they'll.
I don't think they're that good, man.
And they're not going to handle the pressure. You know.
Toronto's not going to.
Yeah.
That's what they
no,
want
I
you
don't
to
think.
say. They want people to doubt them.
Yeah, is that what they're
They want to
saying?
be doubted. Oh yes, are you kidding me? They love it.
Yeah, I guess
They
so.
weren't supposed to take. They finished last year.
Last year, yeah.
Last. They weren't supposed to hold off the Yankees, much less eliminate people and all this stuff. They did everything everyone said they couldn't do. They love it. They eat it. They eat it for breakfast. They love it.
And you know, they're not a small market, but it's certainly not, you know, the big 5, right?
Well, no, they're not as small market as towns go, but for baseball they are. That's a small market team for baseball.
So hopefully they'll win.
They lost Bautista years ago because he ran off to get more money somewhere. And when they got Vlad Jr., who was born in Montreal, he was born, you know, his father was an Expo, and Vlad Jr. was born in Canada. And they got Vlad Jr. and they signed him to this huge deal, and it's like a 14-year deal. He's never leaving Toronto. It's permanent. So this is a big deal for them, and I hope it works out. I really do.
So what's your prediction?
I want a 7-game series, and I don't care who wins it. I just want 7 games. I want.
No, that'd be great. That'd be great. And you are right, because after this, you got to watch the Hawks.
Return. Yeah. I want some return on my investment, which was 0.
I paid $10 for ESPN Plus so I could watch the Blackhawks. And so, or you know, I think that's the way you do it.
You're a good fan.
But then it's like, yeah, but the news was beating you over the head about this, you know, this guy that molested people. I'm like, you know, what the fuck, man? It's horrible, but let's not fucking just keep blaming people for it. Like the coaches, I guess they're like, Quinville knew that fucking. It's like, I don't think Quinville knew that the guy was fucking trying to molest, you know, young rookies or whatever. But who knows?
It's a really unflattering story, no matter how you look at it. So it's just the best strategy for a human being watching, you know, hockey is to just either move on from it or never move on from it. I mean, there's just 2 ways to go. You know,
never say never, Kevin. I was gonna stop watching the NBA, and I did for not the NBA. I stopped watching the NBA, but the NFL. But then you're like, what the fuck, man? This is exciting. This is fun.
What am I supposed to do for entertainment?
Yeah, I mean, even when your team isn't in it or isn't running, it still can be. It's football, you know, and it doesn't last a long time. It's only one day. It's not like every day.
Evan Leslie makes a good point that the fire are in this thing. The Fire are in.
So what? The
that's
championship's
true.
coming up.
Well, they're just. I think they made the playoffs, so I think he's right about that. So that they've got something going on. That's true.
Well, I was at
It's
the
not
last
as bleak as I make it
championship.
sound.
I was at the last soccer championship in Chicago at Comiskey Park. Remember
Oh,
that?
is that where they play?
The Sting? The Sting played the championship game for some reason at Comiskey Park, and my brothers got arrested, run on the field or something. But I was like, I had to be with like a friend. Both my brothers were like fighting and shit, and got locked up. So it was awesome. I got a piece of net. I cut a piece of net off, or someone.
Where do the Fire play?
I think they play in Soldier Field. Does that sound right?
Do they?
They have in the past, but I think.
Oh, Rosemont.
Rosemont.
I think
that
they
sounds
play.
like yeah.
I think they play in Burbank, but I could be wrong.
Oh.
Evan would know. But yeah, they're in it.
Well, I think the Hawks are getting better, so I think we should start watching. And I'm sure, you know,
hockey season is a long haul. You know, you can just like basketball. You can pick up watching anytime you want.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's about the playoffs.
Yep.
You know, NBA just got real like boring. I don't know how it happened. I mean, to me, I'm sure people will still love it.
Oh no, it's not interesting until playoffs. I mean, you know.
Yeah. No one's really trying it. No one's killing themselves to. And now,
they don't play until the fourth quarter. They don't play a lot. You know, if you go to a game, you're lucky. You're lucky if your stars are in the game. You know, they play way too many games. They can't just like play.
Yeah, they got to cut back. They got to somehow.
Well, then it's never going to happen. They're never going to cut back. They'll play more.
Because the math is you can't get bigger and stronger guys and make them work longer. It's like the pitching in MLB now that these guys all are going to blow their arms out because they're all pitching in the high 90s.
Yeah.
Well, so the math is like don't pitch them so much.
You got 3 or 4 years, yeah, but you don't pitch as much. Yeah.
Like my plan for I was talking to these guys and I said, you know what, Kershaw should not play until July. Because he always gets tired and fucked up in the World Series or playoffs. I don't know if that's changed any now. Well, now he's about to retire. He's not that great.
He's bullpen.
He got shelled. He got shelled last time he came out.
Yeah.
But I don't know what my point was.
Well, it all starts tonight. We'll see how it starts going.
And the Blackhawks won yesterday. Yeah. Oh, it starts tonight. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. And the Dodgers will be light for the weekend because Alex Vesia isn't with the team right now. So he's taking the weekend off for other reasons. So they won't have one of their relief pitchers, but we'll see how that goes.
They don't need that. Who's that? Is it Blake Snell tonight?
I assume so. Yeah, see who the matchup is.
It's
Let's see, shall we? Let us see.
They have such a bounty.
Of
pitchers.
Pretty fucking nice.
All the Japanese pitchers, you get one, now you get all of them.
Yeah,
you gotta get the two. We had to go in there and we got one. You know, we finally got one, and then the Dodgers got 2 that year.
Yeah, it's the big boys. It's Blake Snell versus Trey Savage. So it'll be a big matchup.
How did La Savage do last outing? Was he good?
His numbers are good. Yeah.
Oh,
numbers are real good.
All right, let's go back to betting.
What's
the over and under?
As usual, I'll be locked into my NBA prop bets all night, so I might.
Wouldn't it be funny if they let Billups just coach?
They did. Didn't he coach last night?
He did last night, I guess, or was it the night before? Right? Yeah, whenever. But yeah, the news that
broke, so much shit's coming out about that guy. There's no way. because they're all about image. Like, you're not going to have this guy that was like ripping off other NBA players, Then you have to showcase all the other people that he ripped off.
Well, it sounds
those
like
are going to those names are coming.
It sounds like too. I don't know if he's a target or if he turns people over, like if he whatever.
He's an informant.
Yeah.
It sounds like both things have happened. I don't know every twist and turn, but it appears though he was told, his lawyer was told, you're not a target, and then they did indict him. So
yeah,
that doesn't matter to us, but it would matter in the case and blah 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 blah. It all matter. But Charles Barkley has signed off on the whole thing. He's like, when the FBI has you, they got you. Like he's on record now. Like Charles is not. He's not very patient about this sort of thing. And I think if I'm going to trust one person, if I have only one person to trust on the subject, there's no better person to listen to.
Yeah, that's true. Although he was surprised that Chauncey Billups was involved. That was the one thing. Is like so I think he would know who the gamblers are.
Yeah, and the other guy was talking to Charles, and he's like, well, people have gambling addictions. He's like, I'm a gambling addict. I didn't fix any games.
You don't fix games.
I know. He's so fucking great. I wish there was like 9. I wish there was like 9 more of him, but that isn't how the world works. We only get one Charles Barkley. He is a national treasure. Plain spoken, always right, never wrong.
Him and Shaq are a great team.
Yeah,
and with Ernie too. Ernie's
the NBA. They had a referee that was fixing games. So you got that, and they just kind of like swept that off. You know.
Well, you have to. It's gone. It's dead. It's dead. No one talks about it. No one sees it. They pay a bunch of money to get it off the internet.
Yeah, you can go back on every game that dude refereed and look at what happened. Like,
it's terrible. It's terrible.
But all my friends like at Escondite, those guys are all betting. Like they're all doing, because they're like 15 years younger, 10 years younger, whatever the hell.
I know.
They bet on their phones all the time.
Dude, all the time.
And they like tell you when they win, and then they just don't say shit when they lose. It's just madness. It's madness. All this bravado for bullshit. I mean, in the bigger scheme, it's such a crazy thing that boys are into gambling. Like it's like you said, we're not degenerates. It's like when you're an alcoholic, I'm not a fucking homeless person. I'm just an alcoholic. I haven't lost my family. I'm just an alcoholic. The gambler goes, I don't fix games, asshole. Okay.
Well, and
I just know how to bet.
Everybody's got their own kind of gambling too. I think because like my dad was talking, he's like, why do they want to gamble? I'm like, Dad, you play lottery every day. They play slots because it's fun.
Shut up, fool.
Big dummy.
Hey, after you're done talking, go upstairs and brush your teeth. Why do I have to brush my teeth? Because I don't want to get my fist dirty when I hit you 5 across the lips. I've always wanted you to play Lamont. Always. You've always been my ideal Lamont.
I mean, I've always wanted to be Fred, but yeah. I still got time.
That's the thing, that's the paradox. Now you can be Fred really well, you're getting closer to the age.
You can do
even though Red Fox was like 42 or something.
You have what it takes to do a one-man show when you play both.
Both?
That's how good you are.
Yeah.
An evening with Jerry Minor.
Yeah, just have it a 15-minute bit inside the show, like the Honeymooners and the Jackie Gleason show.
And Raj, you just do
that. I'd love to. I got my bald cap. Oh, and I sent you guys a thing about Julio Fulio because he named himself after Julio the Damn Fulio.
Julio the Damn Fulio.
And this rapper named himself that. It's fantastic.
Yeah, he should. I know. I like him.
That guy from Florida. I don't think he named himself after that. I think he just Julio and Fulio rhyme. I think. Have you seen that
go
dude?
back.
Have you seen that rapper? I don't think that dude. Dude,
Hold on.
have you done anything? Isn't he dead? Isn't he?
Wait, what happened? Now, I
think
kind of
that guy's-
followed this case.
I think that guy's dead, or he killed somebody, right? Yeah, he's
He got
dead.
killed. He was like doing gang shit, and
Yeah.
and this rival gang recognized him, and they chased him from, I think, Jacksonville to Tampa. Like they followed him all the way there,
Yeah.
and
I'm looking at it now.
and they shot. I guess they shot into the car and killed him.
Oh, that's awful.
Coolio, rest in peace, Coolio Fulio. No, Julio.
Julio's alive.
Julio, damn Fulio. Julio Fulio, right? Yeah, it's it. It's not any. Your Honor, his name is Coolio damn Fulio. I mean, this is an atrocity.
Julio's alive.
What's that?
Julio. Stop saying Coolio. Coolio's alive.
I know.
No, Coolio's not alive.
I think Coolio's dead too.
Julio's dead?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, you didn't notice Coolio died? Shame on you.
This really explains why none of my letters have been answered. None. And I've spent time.
Why don't you read? You never read the black people's obituaries. You only read the white people's obituaries. They're so used to skipping over.
Once I see the picture of that person, my eyes just glaze over. I just
Rest in peace, Julio.
Rest in peace, Julio.
So Coolio and Julio Fulio are both goneo.
Both of them are gone. Yeah. Now
Coolio, I think Coolio died of natural causes.
He did. He had a heart attack. Julio Fulio's murderers are going to be on trial in a couple of days. So this is
they're on trial now
as we speak. Yes.
Wait till the judge gives them five across the lips.
So the lawyer's talking. I saw a clip. There's a girl right now who's like, they've tried the other people in jail, and they're all like in jail. Like, I think their cases are even done. The woman who was driving, and we're thinking maybe she was part of the mastermind.
Yeah.
So she was. So they showed a clip. I just saw it where they're talking. They're like, "Can you?" So what? They're talking to the cop, and it's like, "So what? Did you see his legs, and you recognized the person? There was a person in the car." And he's like, "And you noticed that he had passed away or whatever." And then the girl was like fucking smirking like a devil, like trying to hide a smirk. Like when they were talking about the dead body, she's like she wanted to laugh or something. Fucking crazy.
Fucking hood rat.
I have it. Yeah. And she's kind of cute.
Oh, she's very cute. That's why she's hanging around with rappers and gangsters. And she must be just so into the gang. She's like laughing and like, "Dad, that was great when they did that." Fucking.
I thought it was a bomb. Oh, that's a guess. Okay.
God damn, this is depressing.
It's very depressing. Yeah. Well, don't rap.
No, yes, obviously that's the take.
Don't rap.
Just don't do it. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, I mean,
all you youngsters out there, don't aspire. Just don't do
that.
It's not worth it.
Yep.
Like all these, there's all these other rappers that are killing themselves in Chicago. They don't make any money, right?
I don't know. I mean, they're not selling a ton of records or anything.
Who buys that and how? I guess
it's really
seems
special.
to be
it's just
with them.
specialized thing. Yeah, it's really specialized, niche-y.
The really bad thing though is that there's a guy. I guess there's a couple of guys, but there's this guy Traplore Ross. He's a British guy who really became famous by talking about the drill scene in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd make all these videos and stuff. And he went to Chicago and interviewed a bunch of them.
I watched the videos because that's my neighborhood, South Shore, where drill happens.
Oh, really?
I lived. Yeah, that's where I'm from.
O Block?
Well, no, he's talking about the Oglethorpe and all that stuff. Those are all streets I grew up around. Muskegon and Oglethorpe. Those are all. I grew up in South Shore, so I know all of these locations. And I watched that video and I was fucking heartbroken. Just the whole thing is like a hellscape, the way he makes it sound, and it's just awful.
Yeah.
I don't doubt the guy, but it's like, Jesus. Like he spent a lot of time in South Shore. I mean, he spent a lot of time in South Shore. I'm from South Shore, and I haven't spent that much time there.
He's getting a lot of hits, baby.
That British guy really.
You both have seen him.
Yeah, he's really done his work.
I'll look into it because I'm very intrigued by like. It's almost like
Don't
the Roaring
expect
'20s.
uplifting.
It's like the Roaring '20s, you know, the mob
it's very
wars.
much now told in that manner of like,
yeah,
like these are the gang wars of, you know.
It's really, it's a huge bummer.
They have to go to the mattresses.
And when I lived there, it wasn't like South Shore was thriving. It was already in trouble. And then in the 4 decades since that happened, it's gotten, considerably more worse and blighted and dangerous and so forth. There's lovely people there, but come on, like it's a nightmare.
The funny thing is that it doesn't look like, if you look out, you don't see this kind of thing that you used to see in those kind of neighborhoods, like people hanging out in the corner. Like you don't see that anymore. You might see people at a drugstore or something like that, at a liquor store, but but there's not a lot of activity even outside. It looks like dead outside. It's like nobody's outside.
Well, the street as a milieu has been replaced by online living, and people, you don't see people, just don't see like old guys sitting on a bench. Like that's not something you see as much as you used to see.
No,
so that's just in general.
Outside.
And in places like South Shore, you're too conspicuous when you're walking around.
Yeah.
You just do that as little as you can.
Yeah.
You never walk in a bad neighborhood. Never.
You don't see people walking around now.
There's even in like my neighborhood that turned kind of bad. There were enclaves that were just like, don't even go there. That's hard. That could be dangerous. Yeah. And I was like I was a little brave little asshole, and I guess I figured I wouldn't get beat up, so I would get close, but then I wouldn't, and I'd go the other way. Yeah. And the other way was all like Polish and German and Italian and whatever else was going on over there. Just friendlier streets, let's say.
He's right. Evan's right again. Just become a Christian rapper. That's a way to go. I don't hear about any of them getting gunned down.
No.
Not yet.
Well,
not yet.
Not yet.
What do you mean? Charlie Kirk is one of the best white rappers. Maybe that's what it is. Rap, another gang war shit.
Yeah.
Christian. He's a Christian rapper.
Oh, right.
MC Kirk.
Christian polemicist, turf war, and he came out the wrong side of it. I understand. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, it's not unthinkable. What, they don't have beefs? Come on, of course they do. Most of them are. I love
this conversation turns into every kind of show that like right now we're a conspiracy theorist show, and there are a lot of those, tons of those. And now we're going to switch. Then sometimes we talk about show business. We talk about 70s sitcoms,
true crime. Yeah, 10 minutes ago it was true crime with Julio.
Yeah.
Then there's
it's a fine mix.
Old guy show. I didn't know that Coolio was dead, so there's your out of touch old guy. Yes, I'm there. Right. I paid that off.
Well, and the podcast breaks down like 3 times. We just got to live with it.
And Coolio dying, that's kind of old man news. I don't think a lot of young people will be connected into that. That's more of like, Coolio died. Oh no.
Yeah,
I don't know, Jerry. You don't think people. You don't think that millennials didn't grow up hearing Coolio, right?
I guess so.
Like
yeah.
Like that song "Gangster's Paradise" was so huge, and the movie.
When their parents were driving them to practice, that's what they listened to.
I mean, that's what I mean. But those people aren't surprised that he died. They're like, oh yeah.
Oh, it's like yeah. I mean, he was always kind of he's always kind of a shtick act. So you're not heavily invested in Coolio. It's like Dog, Snoop Dogg. Well, if he dies, you're like,
Snoop Dogg's alive.
No, he is alive. But I'm saying if he died, I wouldn't be like, oh no. I'd be sad.
I'd be sad.
That would be a very big, bad thing. That would be bad. That would be very bad if anyone dies. By the way, anyone. Anyone at all.
Maybe I'm a sociopath.
That's the position of this monk. We don't
Except
like
Hitler.
anyone
He can die
dying.
again.
Oh God, you guys are always trying to re-murder Hitler.
Hitler. God damn it, Hitler.
He's gonna come back in a time machine, and you're gonna be like, "Let's kill him." I'm like, he came back in a time machine. Jesus, give him a minute. Let's see what he has to say.
My mother the other day,
That's a great
I talked to my
comment.
mother, and she's like, have you seen this thing? And she said this thing in Spanish. I couldn't understand it. And it was Inglorious Bastards. And she loved it.
Oh,
And
she
I was
watched
like,
the movie?
good. Yeah, she watched it like in Spanish subtitles, or maybe it was even in Spanish, but she loved it.
So
Like,
that's who that movie was aimed at. Okay.
Tarantino's gotten into like, what's the fantasy ending, man? What's the fantasy ending with the Manson murders?
The last what? Yeah, 4 movies have been like fantasy. Yeah.
Ending, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Raj
and now they're making the pit.
So Raj took me on a date night to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Neither one of us had seen it yet. It was new. And we went to Tarantino's theater in New Beverly to see it. And so he took me. It was really nice. We drove in different cars, but we met at the theater. We go in and we watched this whole movie. And that was the quietest walk back to a car I've had in a while. We were not at all chatty when it was over. We were like,
no, I did not like it.
Happened. We were like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't like it, really?
No, I didn't. I was just kind of hoping that they were gonna kill some other Nazis, and maybe they were gonna like somehow like show something that they did where they won. I didn't think they were gonna.
The ending's kind of abrupt, right? Yeah, where they just.
It goes into fantasy land because the lady whose family was killed. No spoilers.
We all know it. We all know what happened, but it was like the ending was so weird and off-putting that we just walked back to our cars in a daze. And I think I said something like, I was like, oh, it's kind of weird that they made it like it was a cool, like that everything was cool at the end. And I was like, and then all I could say at that point was like, couldn't they have given some of those songs more time?
What songs?
Like the songs he's listening to on the radio and stuff. Like, we're already here for like 2+ hours or whatever it was. Like, just a little more time for some of these tunes. Like when he's driving around on the highway listening to tunes, I'm like, there's a little bit more. Like, we're hearing like 10 seconds of a cool song. I'm like, let's do a little bit more. I mean, it's not like time's a problem here.
Are we talking about Inglourious Bastards?
No, Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time. You know what I thought during those scenes is the reason that they were so short was because of I don't know how they recreated the street to make it look like the 70s, because he was passing by things the way they looked like in the 70s.
Yeah,
I'm like, you can only do that for a little bit, however long. I don't know what they did, but
yeah. Right, me neither. That was a
quiet it's amazing.
Rock,
it's amazing.
A quiet rock back.
Hollywood? I liked the Hollywood one because by then I'd gotten used to this. Okay, I might go into Fantasyland. So I thought that was kind of fun. And the characters and their stories were fun enough that you kind of didn't care. I mean, it's such a tragedy as a kid coming up that, like, for them to lighten it and do that, I kind of was like, yeah, okay. Like, okay. And I saw it like 3 times, so.
Yeah, I was confused by Bruce Lee. I was confused by the ending. I was just confused.
It's a big swing, the Ali thing. I mean, Ali's kids were all pissed off, and like his grandkids. It's like
you mean
he didn't beat up Bruce Lee. No one beat up Bruce Lee.
ever.
That was a tough.
But I thought that was like the point. It was really funny. Like, I'm like, okay.
I loved it. Yeah,
he's that much of a badass. He's like,
yeah, everybody gets it. It's like not like it wasn't Tarantino saying like, "Oh, fuck him. He got beat up a couple times. Nah, I'm gonna show it." It's like no. It's like fucking. Yeah, it's a movie. It's a goddamn movie.
What's the point? Is he gonna strike out Babe Ruth too? Like, what the fuck? Like, if we're gonna make shit up, why stop?
Well, we're gonna see, Kevin. We're going to see because the movie, the Brad Pitt character, has a new movie now.
Oh, good.
They're making it.
Oh, really?
So you're gonna see more of that probably. Yeah. If you're in Hollywood, you'll probably notice streets being shut down.
What's his next adventure? He's going to be in the El Rukins? Like, what the fuck?
I,
What's
You know
left?
what I thought? They should do like
the old Rukins.
a Bob Crane kind of thing. Because it's around that era, right? And because when I first saw when I saw the movie, that's what I thought. Like they're two friends. I'm like, oh, is it gonna go Bob Crane like weird?
Yeah. Are we going
Yeah,
Bob
yeah.
Crane here? Are we going to go Bob Crane?
Like right, at that point, the DiCaprio's character is like it's a high, obviously a high. The career's back, but yeah, in 15 years, it's gonna get back to that. It's gonna be like,
he's filming.
let's make pornos, bro.
I got this new machine.
Let's make pornographic movies, man. It's a lot of fun. You should get into it.
Got some friends out in the valley.
This is great. I now have a new way of saying when things go wrong. I'm like, this whole situation went Bob Crane real fast.
So we did a really short story that SNL did a thing where they recreated Bob Crane getting killed. It was some fantasy thing, and the son got really mad, and so Lauren posted the letter from him. So it was he posted all these letters from fans. He just posted them. It was great to read because you're like, oh my god. So anyway, his son got mad, but then later his son's like, well, I'll make a website and sell the videos. Fuck it. So it's like, what?
You can't beat them, join them.
Yeah. So for years, I was like right on the edge. I'm like, I got to buy the Bob Crane fucking website. But it was like, it can't be a record of me watching Bob Crane pornos for $6.99 a month or whatever the fuck it was going to be.
A month, I'm sure it would be subscription basis.
You got it. Yeah, it's subscription based. Like, I'm really gonna get into Bob Crane movies. I'm gonna watch them again and again and again.
Take it from me. Do not do it. It's really hard to cancel. It's awesome.
He will not leave you alone.
Jesus Christ! I will just try to cancel.
You weren't watching them over and over like I was when I got my app or whatever the fuck you call it.
The bad thing was I kept getting Hogan Heroes ads.
Oh, DVDs?
Yeah, for the box set. Like, I already have the box set. Why do you think I'm here?
Who was the dude?
I was terrified. I was terrified when in the Bob Crane movie when they started doing shit on the set of Hogan's Heroes. I was like, "Oh, I don't want this to turn into a porno. Like, please don't do that." So I was getting really scared.
On the show that I watched when I was
I was scared there was going to be a porno. The porno was going to break out. I was like, no, not this. No.
It's like Schultz. Schultz eating ice cream out of that French dude's ass. Just fucking like, what?
Strudel,
you ruined the show, guys.
I see nothing.
What little treat do you have in your asshole? Eat it out. Eat his ass out. Bob Crane, rest in peace. Julio, rest in peace.
Oh, God bless. Rest in peace, Bob Crane.
I'm very pleased to have made a contribution to this conversation. And before I go, my compliments to Evan Leslie, who has been cracking me up all day. This has been great.
Oh, thank you. I can't read it because it's too small for me, but
it's funny.
Right now,
that's what she said.
Don't desecrate the set of a Nazi war camp.
Respect the fucking stage. Respect everybody. It's showbiz, baby.
Right. It's a
Don't mess with they're all fantasies. These things are all just to entertain us and make us stop thinking about how horrible the world is.
How about me? I'm like, once upon a time when Hollywood was weird. I'm like, hey Dorf, how about Hogan's Hero? That wasn't weird. That weird you out.
Well, God bless. He, I guess that was his goodbye. Thank you. That's everybody's goodbye. Oh, Sansa's back. Sansa's back. Gotta get him back. uh,
Kevin left. God bless him.
yeah, that was very funny. It's great to sit him and watch him working.
Call comes Nazis. Oh, you're always going to get a lot of Nazis on the podcast. Came
Always
back
comes
from
full circle. Yeah, yeah. We don't.
yeah.
We don't stop stuff for the sake of the algorithm.
May
Actually,
I
I've been
say
getting
it's this whole thing is it's Herald-esque.
right.
Ooh, yeah. We have themes. We have a few themes that come out.
Uh, I said
We
you're
come
welcome.
back to them in rotation. We come back to our old bits back. We
Bring it
make
back, right? You
connections.
come to
Connections.
it
Yeah.
always comes back to Hitler. Come on, that's what it's all
Yeah.
about.
When that Hogan's Hero reading that dude's comment, that should have been show's over. Thank you for coming out. If you want to do this crazy shit, just go to box office, and it's gonna be whatever the fuck they say. We used to have to say. I was
Yeah.
always terrible at introducing games. I always hated it, and I didn't. And finally, when I got enough, whatever.
Oh shit. Come back if you can. Yeah, I was gonna say the guest. I'm not a good. I'm not a host. I don't have that kind of personality. A lot of people do. I wish I did. I probably could work a little bit more because that seems to be like what if you're not acting, man, then you can be a host of some show. But I can't do it, man. I just don't like people enough. I can't be like, yay, good for you. You're almost gonna be the winner. Fuck off. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's gonna be the end of it. I was waiting for Horatio to come back, but I only watched 5 Crane movies because I want to know if the black man Ivan Dixon was one of them. You know what I always used to think if the British guy, the Richard Dawson, like did he ever hang out with him? Because he seemed like he was a real pervo, kissing people's hands and shit on Family Feud. All right. Hey, thanks for joining me once again, joining us. Next week, got Matt Walsh coming to join me. We're going to be talking about doing hidden camera comedy. He's going to be talking about his time working with Sasha, doing some other hidden camera, doing the UCB stuff, and some stuff that I did too, some hidden camera stuff that I've worked in. So it should be fun. Join us, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.